Hello everyone and welcome to day 251 of Project 365. Today is going to be a mild-mannered rant about the most recent episode of Glee. I kind of have to do this because the entire time I watched it, and I watched it on Tuesday and then I decided to rewatch it again today because I was bored and I already did all my homework. Anyway, nonetheless, mild-mannered rant about the recent episode of Glee. For those of you who are unaware, the most recent episode of Glee was a very religious episode. And the gay character of the show, Kurt, is an atheist, like me. And his father was in the hospital, like mine was. So, needless to say, I identify with the character, especially since his mom died. He and I have extremely similar stories, which A, kind of creeped me out, B, thought that maybe I talked to the directors one day and then they somehow took my story and created the character Kurt, but I highly doubt that happened that way. But anyway, my real reasoning for mentioning this episode is the fact that throughout the entire episode, atheists are treated as the enemy, because they don't want to participate in this whole religious experience. And then everyone is therefore treating them differently because they hold different views than everyone else. And I'm not sure if it was what was going on with that. Like, part of me thinks that it was the creator's intent to sort of make people realize, hey, atheists aren't quite as different as you. Or B, to say, hey, atheists, this is why we treat you differently. I'm not sure what they were trying to do, but it really bothered me. I wish that they hadn't gone that route, kinda. I'm happy that they brought in atheists into something like this, and then I'm also happy that my second favorite character in the show, my first being Kurt, and then my second favorite character being Sue, are both atheists. I think that's hilariously awesome. But nonetheless, it really bugged me. And I'm not sure why it bugged me, but it did. It irked me. It irked the hell out of me. Half the time during the episode, I was like, okay, okay. And then at the end of the episode, I was terrified because then they were taking Kurt to church, and I was like, oh God, please don't do this whole stupid conversion thing. And then I was happy when he didn't really convert, but nonetheless, I was sort of scared. I mean, I wouldn't like the character any less, but at the same time, I would. And blah, 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, I just had to say something. I was gonna say something about it the night of or the day after, and then I decided not to. And so here I am now after rewatching the episode. By the way, grilled cheeses is hilarious. I found that extremely blasphemic and yet amazingly awesome. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, and all in all, it was a really good episode. It was just this whole underlying thing that bugged me. Anyway, yeah, so my question for you guys is, how did you feel about this episode in particular, for those of you who are into the whole religion thing? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Say what you need to say. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Bye.